Good afternoon. It is March the 25th, 2021, and we have some market movers to go over here today. But before we get into them, I just want to remind everyone that I do have a TCG player affiliate link along with Patreon, and they're all linked in my description down below. Okay, starting today's list off with Winter Orb. This is the 4th edition version of the card, up 20% from $14.96 to $17.97 on the average market price. Now, this is a card that sees a lot of play in Commander, but it also is a bit of a legacy staple in Izzet Delver, but it also sees old school play as well. Palladium Wars from Legends. This is up 20.72% from $98.99 to $119.50, seeing new all-time highs. Now, this isn't a reserve list card, but it does see some play in one registered Rian Angel of Rebirth deck on MTG Goldfish. Okay, the next card we have on the list is Undertow, another card from Legends, up 21.50% from $6 to $7.29, and this is the only printing of this card. So I always say that if there's only one printing of a card and it's very vanilla, it's almost like a reserve list card if it's from one of the Four Horsemen sets. Next up on the list is Pixie Queen from Legends. This is our first reserve list card on the list here today, up 22.44% from $2.45 to $299.99. Now, this is the only printing of this card, obviously, because it's a reserve list card, but it also has that beautiful Quentin Hoover art. Up next is Mountain Yeti. This is a Legends card as well. Tons of Legends cards on the list here today, up 23.33% from $8.10 to $9.99. Now, there is one copy of this card registered in a deck, a Ludovic Necro Alchemist deck that you can find on MTG Goldfish. Sword of the Perrons. This is the Commander Anthology version, was printed originally in Guild Pack. This is up 24.07% from $4.82 to $5.98. Now, this card does see a lot of play in Commander, most recently a Yoryak of the Scorch Thrash deck. Okay, next up on the list is Toshiro Umezawa from Betrayers of Kamigawa. Only printing of this card. This is up 25.02% from $11.39 to $14.24. And this card sees a ton of play in Commander. It is a massive staple in that format, and because this is the only printing, it's up very aggressively today. Hexdrinker, the Modern Horizons card, up 27.46% from $19.99 to $25.48. Only printing of this card as well, and it is a mythic, so it's less on the market. It does see some play in Legacy and Modern Jund Death Shadow. Okay, the next card we have on the list to talk about is Illumination, another card we've seen on this list frequently this week. This is from Mirage, not a reserve list card though. This is up 27.63% from $9.99 to $12.75. Does see a bunch of play in Commander, a lot of mono white decks, specifically recently the Runetail one. Okay, next up on the list is Opal Archangel, another white card. This is a reserve list card, however, from Urza Saga, up 29.31% from $5.80 to $7.50. And there's no decks that I found that are using this card, but it is on the reserve list, and for that reason today, it's on this list. Next up is Urza's Incubator. This is some Commander 2017, originally printed in Urza's Legacy, and this is up 33.33% from $41.25 to $55. Obviously, this sees a ton of play as it was a card that was reprinted in a Commander set, most recently used in the Dragon deck. Okay, next up on the list is Unstable Mutation from Arabian Nights. This is up 49.62%, seeing new all-time highs from $13.12 to $19.63 on the average market price. Now, this card, it's not used in too many decks, but, you know, it is an old card from Arabian Nights, which is one of the Four Horsemen sets. Very, very scarcely printed set, but also very hard to find any cards from Arabian Nights that are near mint or above. Okay, next up on the list is Mana Leak. This is the Magic Player Rewards card. Beautiful full art on this card. This is at 53.07% from $14.49 to $22.18. And what's crazy, just seeing this on the list, is these used to be given to players for free from Wizards of the Coast. And we don't really get too many good free promos now, so bring back these, please. I just love the art on them. I love the full frame. It just, they just look stunning. Okay, and it sees a lot of play. Next up on the list is Rasputin Dreamweaver from Legends, another Legends card on this list, a reserve list Legends card, we should say. Up 93.60% from $7,747 to $14,998 on the average market price on TCG Player. Now, this card does see a bunch of play, which is not a surprise There is some decks that use it in Commander, and it's also a Commander itself, Rasputin Dreamweaver. There's 4 registered decks on MTG Goldfish. Next up is Magma Sliver. Well, you know, this week has been basically slivers, 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 and we got another one here today from Legions, up 735%, with a massive jump from $7.48 to $62.50. Now, I imagine this card could retrace, but right now there's just so much hype into slivers right now, and this is a rare, so there's less of them on the market, especially in near mint condition, as this is a older set. But the commander that uses it the most is the first sliver, as there is 12 copies in different registered decks on MTG Goldfish, so you can cascade into this card with a great ability. Okay, and now I wanted to talk about some undervalued, in my opinion, undervalued beta cards. Now, we talked about beta cards yesterday, and I kind of want to continue the theme on today. And Rod of Ruin beta, you can find this from about 1633 to 1803 is its average market prices. And I think this is a great card. You know, you pay 3 colorless, you can do 1 damage to any target. If you have a lot of free mana floating, this can basically just keep destroying creatures or players' life totals. Prodigal Sorcerer from beta. This is an iconic card, very iconic card, and it was used a lot and still is in old school. This is about $11.22 to $16.80 on the market, and I think that's drastically undervalued in my personal opinion. I think is a great pickup. Okay, and the next card on the list is Fog. This is another iconic card from about $12.78 to $14.93. I used to use this all the time in my casual decks. It was just great when your opponent just taps every single one of their creatures to attack you, and then, you know, they don't have vigilance, so they remain tapped. And you're like, nope, I got Fog. When you play that, it's just such a great feeling in Magic. Okay, and the next and the last card on the list is Unsummon, and this is the beta version. It's about $13.73 to $15.22 as its average market price on TCG Player, which I think is very underrated, considering, you know, this is a card that that's basically utilized in a lot of decks, and you just basically send a creature back to the person's hand, and I think that's just a great ability. Okay, final thoughts on the market. Legends cards are the hot set right now, but we are still seeing a bit of slivers on the list, with that one Magma Sliver at the first spot on the list here today. And I think slivers for at least another week or so are probably going to be hot. If you want to buy into the hype, I don't know if that's the best idea. I think I would rather sell into the hype for slivers right now. That's what I did with Modern Horizons when it first came out. There was just a lot of slivers, and I knew eventually there's going to be a retrace. Anyways, that's my thoughts on the market. Leave yours down below, and I just wanted to let you know that I do make these videos Monday to Friday, so if you're new to the channel, please subscribe, like, and leave a comment for me. And with that being said, enjoy the rest of your day, and tomorrow's Friday, so that will be the last market mover of the week, and then I will see you again on Monday. Being a patron will help me produce more market movers and add to the funds that I will use for my random buys, and also to my coffee fund, because I drink a lot of coffee for these videos. And here you can see a link below in the description that will give you all the tiers and what you get in each tier. So I hope you guys click and think about joining. And with that, I'll see you next video. Think about supporting the channel in that way. If not, subscribe, like, leave a comment, and I will see you again in the next video.